Michael, a police informant, becomes entangled in the Jigsaw killer's lethal trap. A video message warns him that a Venus flytrap-like helmet full of spikes has been fastened around his neck and will close on his head unless he gets the key in time. Michael understands, according to hints provided by Jigsaw, that the key has been implanted behind his right eye. He finds a scalpel nearby, but cannot bring himself to cut off his own eye. When the countdown runs out, the device slams shut, killing him instantaneously. After a heated argument with his rebellious teenage son Daniel, Detective Eric Matthews is summoned to the scene of yet another Jigsaw-caused death because his name is scribbled on the wall. He gathers a SWAT squad and arrives at the company's abandoned factory, which has now become another Jigsaw lair, after noticing a padlock on the iron maiden-like device around the victim's neck bearing a Wilson Steel insignia. A series of computer monitors show various people confined in a mysterious mansion, including Daniel. A countdown is also present, with less than 2 hours left. Jigsaw, who is significantly weakened by his quickly progressing brain cancer, informs investigator Matthews that he will see his son in a safe, secure state if he can sit in the room and converse with him for a long enough period of time. The kidnapped individuals have been trying to figure out how they got there in the house. One victim is found unconscious on the floor and is later identified as Amanda Young, a familiar face from the first Saw film, in which she was the sole character to escape her trap. In addition to Daniel and Amanda, there are 6 more people, and none of them know who the others are. Amanda notices a cassette player and a message on the floor. She plays the cassette, and they all learn that the house door will open in 3 hours, but that a lethal nerve gas is flowing into the house, killing everyone in 2 hours unless they can locate antidotes. One of these is in a safe in the room with them, the combination to which is said to be in the back of their mind. The tape also claims that the secret to how they are linked is marked by an X. Gus is killed immediately while gazing through the door's peephole because Xavier tries to unlock the door with a key found with the note. Do not attempt to use the key on the door to this room. Saw 2 now intercuts between Jigsaw's lair as Matthews talks with Jigsaw in an attempt to buy time while the video signal is traced, and the captives in the house trying to secure antidotes. They discover a message for Obi in the basement, revealing that he assisted in the capture of everyone in the house. Soon after, he is killed by a furnace after attempting to extract the 2 antidotes from within. While burning, he discovers a switch that could have turned out the flames next to a drawing of the devil. On the video, Jigsaw states, "When you're in hell, only the devil can help you out." He dies without removing the syringes, and everyone returns upstairs. A door without a padlock is discovered, and Xavier pushes it open, triggering a countdown timer. Another tape is discovered in which Jigsaw accuses Xavier of being a drug dealer. A pit is revealed, containing thousands of used hypodermic syringes and a key to an antidote. Rather than searching the pit himself, Xavier tosses Amanda in. Amanda obtains the key, but Xavier fails to unlock the door before the countdown runs out. The antidote remains locked up. Back in Jigsaw's office, he discloses that the individuals locked in the home are all criminals who were formerly framed by Matthews, and that his kid may be in danger if the others learn his identity. Matthews, becoming frustrated with Jigsaw's philosophical ramblings, destroys Jigsaw's models and plans. Jigsaw remains unfazed. After leaving the others, Xavier discovers a colored number inscribed on the back of Gus's neck. Xavier pulls out a knife and urges Jonas to turn around, realizing this is where the combination to the safe must be hidden. Jonas fears Xavier intends to harm him and fights back, almost fleeing, but a coughing fit stops him. Taking advantage of this fit, Xavier murders Jonas to obtain his number and begins following the remaining captives. Laura spots an X on the wall and, upon raising it, discovers a photo pinned on the back. The photo shows that Daniel is the son of their arresting officer, Eric Matthews. Laura is poisoned soon after obtaining the clue. Addison stumbles onto another unlocked room and discovers a glass box carrying an antidote, a trap intended for Gus, and becomes entangled in it. If she had just looked around, she would have noticed the key hanging from the ceiling on the other side of the box. Xavier comes to Addison after hearing her calls for aid, but just to get her number. Rather than opening the box, he abandons her die from blood loss. Xavier then realizes that Daniel is Matthew's son after seeing the abandoned photo and pursues Daniel and Amanda. Matthews loses control while watching this on the monitors in Jigsaw's headquarters and viciously assaults Jigsaw, nearly killing him and eventually forcing him to take him to the house at gunpoint. As they leave, the tech team discovers and follows the signal to the monitors. Xavier pursues Amanda and Daniel through a trap door, which leads to the bathroom trap from the first film. Inside are the decomposing severed foot of Dr. Gordon and the remains of Zepp Hindle and Adam Faulkner in an advanced state of decomposition. After Xavier threatens Amanda for her number, she asks him how he plans to read his own. Xavier responds by severing the patch of skin off the back of his neck where it is written. Xavier then tackles a prone Daniel, but he is discovered to be acting dead and slices Xavier's throat open with Dr. Gordon's hacksaw from the last film. Meanwhile, Matthews arrives at the house and makes his way inside, ultimately discovering the trapdoor. Meanwhile, the SWAT team arrives at the location of the video signal. But it is not the same house that has been shown on the monitors in Jigsaw's lair. The events in the house occurred a few hours earlier and were transmitted from cassettes. When Matthews enters the bathroom, he is stabbed in the thigh with a hypodermic syringe and knocked unconscious by a guy wearing a pig mask. Jigsaw's lair's timer runs out and a safe opens, showing Daniel inside wearing an oxygen mask. When Matthews awakens, he is shackled to a pipe. An audio tape lying next to him reveals that Amanda has put him there. We learn in flashbacks that Amanda has become Jigsaw's protege and that Matthews is her first victim as retaliation for framing her and sending her to prison, where she got addicted to heroin. While Matthews screams threats and abuse, Amanda enters the room and exclaims, "Game over!" before locking the restroom door. Outside the house, a very badly beaten Jigsaw slowly forms a smile, as he is happy that his master plan has worked perfectly. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.